push back the spirit of fear and release a sound mind. A sound mind. We push back all anxiety. Release a sound mind. A sound mind. We push back the spirit of fear and release a sound mind. Sound mind. We push back all anxiety and release the sound mind. Sound mind. Mind that is stayed on you. Mind rooted and grounded in you. A mind that's surrounded by you. Sound mind. A mind that is stayed on you. Rooted and grounded in you. A mind surrounded by you. A sound mind. A mind that is stayed on you. Rooted and grounded in you. A mind surrounded by you. A sound mind. A mind that is stayed on you. Rooted and grounded in you. A mind surrounded by you. Good day, good day. Good day, everyone. YouTube, Clubhouse, Wisdom. Hope everybody's having an amazing day. Please share. Please ping people in. As we know, the closer we get, the more they're hiding this room. Amen. We're going to get started. Hope everybody's having an amazing day. We're just going to go ahead and dive right on in. Because we have some work to do this morning. What is today? June 13th. Today is Tuesday? Yep. And we are, including today, 1, 2, 3, 4 days away from your 7-day turnaround completion. What have you noticed? What have you seen? What have you experienced? How are you feeling? These are just questions I want you to always kind of ask yourself. But today what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of our blocks. Because some people are still not receiving, still not in the way, still not in the, still not receiving their blessings because of internal blocks. So what I want to do is walk you through an exercise for you to be able to see it. Okay? This way you're able to remove the blocks. You're able to see the block. And then you have this for when you go forward, you're able to understand what's happening and see, oh, God said 48 hours. I've done this. I've done that. You can check off all on your list, everything that you know you've done. right? And then go from there to see and watch it come into your life. So we're going to start with our angels. We're going to dispatch our angels. And I don't know, I didn't put this on the card, but I just got this. Don't forget to dispatch your angels to yourself too now. Don't forget that. Okay? Do not forget to dispatch your angels to yourself to help you. So grab your Chariots of Fire angel cards and let's get that out the way first. I'll turn up the music. I'll set it for like 2 minutes. We're going to dispatch our angels, use your cards, and go. Over all the families who've lost loved ones, we release the sound. You would feel full of Jesus and the peace that passes understanding. A sound mind, sound mind, sound mind, sound mind. Sound mind, peace and delight. Before we get into today, I also want you to dispatch your official, and I'll do that 1 minute. All right. Dispatch your angel that God assigned to you last week to go get your stuff. So I'm going to give you guys a minute to do that. Where can I run? Where can I hide? That you're not. Alrighty. So, as I said, what we are doing today, we're going to go ahead and get started. I just wanted you guys to dispatch your angels. If this is the only time that you remember to do it, at least you've done it once in the day. Good day, good day, good day, everybody. All right. So I want you to understand. Well, let me pull up this part of it first. How many people know what grievance is? Just drop a 1 in the chat. If you, without looking it up, without telling me the definition, how many people know what grievance is? Drop a 1 in the chat. if you know what grievance is, if you understand the what grievance is. Okay. So, grievance in the regular dictionary is real or imagined wrong or other cause for complaint or protest, especially unfair treatment. Failure to redress genuine grievances. Okay. Now, of course, I'm going to go to the Hebrew version of it, right? How many people know that version of grievance? Where it's a complaint, unfair treatment, something unfair, believe that you were wronged. How many people know that definition? Okay. Doing the research down to the etymology of the word, it means a burden. It means a burden. It's not just unfair treatment, it's a burden. It's being burdened. Now, let's put that into their definition. A real or imagined burden. Hear that. Cause for complaint or protest, especially unfair treatment. Okay. Many of you cannot receive what is literally right in front of your face right now, yesterday, tomorrow from God in this 7-day turnaround because you have grievances against God. You have burdens against God. You've picked up burdens that are not yours to carry. What do I mean? You Let's use this example. God says you're going to be married. I have a great husband, a great wife for you. You've been single for so long. You've dated and it just didn't work out. Your grievance and the wall that you put up is a burden against getting married. So even if God is shoving it down your face, you're never going to receive it. You're never going to accept it because you have a wall up of a burden that you put up because of the real or the imagined burden that you feel has been mistreatment. Are you following me? Let me know if you're following me. Your grievances with money, with health issues, with kids, with your spouse. Are you following me? We have grievances which turn into walls, which then turn into perception, and your perception then turns into your reality. Then here comes God in the timely manner that He said it would come, but because you had to wait longer than expected, because you had to wait longer than you wanted to, and you weren't waiting and letting God deal with your building wall of grievance around that area, when He says, here, it's ready, you're too hurt, you're too frustrated, you're too silently annoyed with God. Many of you would never admit that. You're angry at God. Many of you will never admit that. And the wall rejects your blessing. Now, we've done something similar to this before, but there's a lot of new people. So we're going to do this again. I need you guys to understand that grievance is not a complaint. Grievance is a burden. And many of our issues, we never should pick up a burden with our issues. Yeah, it is pretty heavy. We never should pick up a wall or grievance when God tells you to wait. I'm going to reverse this. How dare you get angry, frustrated, right? Because you've told your children to wait. You've made your children wait. I'm talking about your biological children. And they couldn't dare pick up a burden against you or a grievance against you. So, how dare we do that to our Father? I want you to go in that mode. If you are a parent, if you are an uncle or an aunt or a godparent or whatever that you are close to with little kids, and you reprimanded them or you told them you need to do this so you can get that, and in their waiting, they waited impatiently and you saw it. In their waiting on punishment, they were frustrated and pouting. Oh, what would you do? I just want to hear, what would you do? If your 15-year-old got grounded and they're grounded for a month because of whatever they did, it fit the punishment, fit the crime. But they picked up a grievance against you, a burden. They were annoyed with you. Oh, you would set them straight real quick, right or wrong. Let's be real. I need you to feel this. I need you to understand what I'm trying to show you. How would you handle your teenager or your young kid slamming doors every time they walk by you, huffing and puffing when they sit next to you, or you call them and they're like, "What? Oh, really? Yeah, no, we don't do that. That's what we do to God. Are you following me?" That's exactly what we do to God. When we pull away our love, conditional. When we don't go talk to him, that's what you do in relationships. I'm mad at you, so I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to ignore you. I'm not going to spend my time with you. I'm not going to go in the word. Then you get frustrated with them. Then you get annoyed with them. Then you pull back and then you break up with someone sometimes, but you almost break up with God. Because sometimes when you're so angry or upset and you got a grievance with him, a burden against him or the situation, how many you run and hide and don't pray? Be real. This is not a time to be fake. You ain't got to put your business out there, but you can if you want to. Because when you confess your sins, it takes away the power that the enemy has in secrecy. When you don't see things going your way, immediately you go to, what did I do wrong? God must be mad at me. I messed up. Maybe I heard him wrong. Instead of maybe God is changing his direction. Instead of, oh my God, you picked us up and you put us here and now nothing's working. Maybe he wants nothing to work. Amen. She said, only 16 minutes in and already challenged. Love it. Yes. Oh no, today's heavy. Today's Tuesday. I'm a day ahead. Today's Tuesday. We only have 4 days left. I told you I was going to do everything I could. I said, God, what do they need? You are in the midst of the biggest 7-day turnaround of your life. I hope you're not lollygagging. I hope you're not dragging your feet. I really do. Because if you're dragging your feet and you're lollygagging, I personally cannot help you. I can't help that. And I won't. And I'm like, God, I need you to help them see why we started on Thursday. If you have not seen a major breakthrough or turnaround between last Thursday and today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. No, when do we start? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. If you have not seen major breakthroughs, you're not putting your all. I'm sorry. You're not using the cards often enough. You're not speaking. You're not writing. There's something off and we need to figure it out. That's what today is. We need to regroup, reset, because he gave us a 7-day turnaround. He gave us angels of fire on chariots. He gave us an appointed official. And I gave you some things yesterday that you had to write down to see how you felt as you wrote them down. Again, your child decides to walk around huffing and puffing because you put them on punishment, are you just going to sit there and be like, oh, she's just mad because she's on punishment? No, you're going to check her or him. You're going to let them know that's not how you get on. That's not how you on punishment. I'm at another month. Now, you're a loving parent. God is more loving than you or I could ever be in our wildest dreams. The best parent we could be, God is still better, matchless to us. And he does the same thing. He will let you pout. He will let you stomp. He will let you do all of that. You just keep adding more time. You keep adding more time. You keep your blessings from coming into your life. You stop your blessings from manifesting. Do you hear me? You do that. Grievances are not just a formal complaint for unfair treatment, it's a burden that you picked up. And God always says, don't pick up these burdens. They're not yours to carry anyway. Give them to me. So, how many burdens are you carrying right now? Because that is a wall. And when God says, here's your husband, that wall is up. When God says, here's your wife, that wall is up. When you're married and God said, here's what you guys been praying for, the wall is up. You can't receive anything if there's a wall. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So today, what we're going to do is we are going to remove the burdens. We are going to do an exercise to remove the burdens. Yeah, self-sabotage. Absolutely. Just think about it. I have a client, just a couple days ago, we were talking, and she's like, I've been single for 4 years, Somalia. I'm ready to date. I'm ready to get married. I'm ready, 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 ready. I'm like, okay, God's going to start bringing the men so we can see how ready you are. About 6 months ago, a year ago, she wasn't dating anyone, no one in her area, but she kept asking, kept asking. So I said, God will bring it, because that's what I do when I coach you. I coach you from singlehood to married and so forth, engaged to married. And it's a process. And usually when you're in the right process, I'll coach you and there's nobody, because you're being stripped, you're shedding, he's stretching you. And then as you get ready for your husband or wife to come, he starts sending people to you. And now you have people in your area like, oh my God, I haven't been on a date in a year or 2 years because me and you are going in. So now we're in the stage of men coming. And this one guy came and she was just like, I learned that I'm scared of love. I learned that when I feel love, I sabotage it because I don't want them to sabotage it first. I learned that I don't know how to speak when I'm in love. Just so many things but she was ready. She was gun ho. I said, so let me ask you this. A month ago, you would have thought you were ready. She goes, oh no, I'm not ready. The guy that she dated for maybe 2 weeks revealed all of that. What if he was the one? The version of her right now that is still holding a burden on being single for 4 years, because the years count matter more than, to some people. I've been single for 5. I've been single for 10. When is he coming? When is she coming? Have you been working on yourself? Have you been removing those burdens? So in all, her burdens projected to the guy, oh, you're playing games. You're not ready to settle down. Where in reality, she's been begging to settle down. But her burdens, her frustration, where she was really not ready to settle down, showed when a guy who was ready and was serious about it checked her and says, are you playing games? You playing games? And she was just like, no, of course not. But that's how it came across. When you pick up a burden, you sabotage what God is bringing you. He could have been the one, but he won't be now. Not right now. So I'm going to turn up the music and I want you to take some deep breaths, deep from the belly. Deep, deep, deep from the belly, right? And blow it out. Hold it for a count of 5 and then blow it out. And we're going to do an exercise. And then that's it. I want you to take a deep breath. Hold it for a count of 5 to 7, however long you can hold it. Hold it, hold it. And then blow it out. I want you to take another deep breath. Wiggle your toes. Roll your shoulders. Relax. He promised us a sound mind. And we said, we'll listen to this for the next couple of days so he can drill in a sound mind. So relax, clear your thoughts, get into a place where you can do this. Don't miss this moment. Or those of you in the community, I've taught you how to do it in the midst of chaos, because sometimes you don't have a place to run and hide. Do it with us now. Don't miss this moment, because today is another day. You don't want to waste today. You don't want to waste another day just self-sabotaging what God is trying to turn around. Now, I want you to see yourself at the feet of him. See yourself at the feet of God, Yeshua. If you're single and you want to be married, if your marriage is in turmoil, if you need wealth, financial increase, promotion, if you need a home, whatever you need, whatever you are burdened with, one by one, I want you to drop it at his feet. I need you to see it dropped at his feet. Feel it, perceive it dropped at his feet. But don't go yet. Listen to the instructions. First, see him. As you see him, I want you to see yourself walking up and you're dropping it at his feet. You're putting it at his feet. He may take it from you. Let the vision play out. I'm just giving you prompts. But when you give him one by one, see the name of it. See it. If it's a home, see the home at his feet. See it. It does no good if you can't see it, perceive it, feel it. Know that it's been dropped at his feet. Shake it off. Every time you drop it at his feet, shake your arms like to shake off the residue of it. And then see what he does with it. See if he says anything to you. See what he gives you back. What happens in this interaction? I want you to do one by one. I'm done. That's all I had for today. It was heavy enough. There was nothing else I can add to it, or there's no need to make it longer or drill a dead horse. We've got about 30 minutes. Take as long as you need. We speak it over this nation. Mindless ain't on you, rooted and grounded in you, surrounded by you, a sound mind, a sound mind. Over all the families who've lost loved ones, we release a sound mind. You would feel full of Jesus and the peace that passes understanding. A sound mind, a sound mind, a sound mind, a sound mind. Sound of peace and delight. How's everybody doing? Yeah, okay. I see the tears. Keep going. Take your time. You don't want to miss these 7 days. You don't want to misuse your angels of fire. You don't want to miss your appointed official because we don't know how long they're going to be here. When God gives you that type of power, you use it to the fullest extent. And this right here is what's been blocking many of you. How many of you have seen God chunk it, throw it in the trash, burn it, rip it up, remove it? Don't pick it back up. We've done this before. Don't pick it back up. That's what happens. You drop it at his feet, but as soon as another issue arises around it, you pick it back up. Don't pick it back up this time. Make sure you don't pick it back up this time. Make sure you say, nope, God kicked that. God deleted that. When I gave it to him, he removed it. This burden is keeping you from your blessing, and you are absolutely self-sabotaging. The very thing you want. The very thing you want, you are repelling. You are rejecting. And then you're angry at God. It's a vicious cycle. We're breaking it today. We're breaking it. If it's personal to him, if you have a grievance with God, show him. Drop that at his feet. Because it's all a misunderstanding. I can promise you that. It is all a misunderstanding. How many of you are still dropping things at his feet? Drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 2 in the chat, sorry. We push back the spirit of fear and release the sound mind. Keep going.
We push back all anxiety and release the sound mind. The sound mind. We push back the spirit of fear and release the sound mind. The sound mind. We push back all anxiety and release the sound mind. The sound mind. Mind that is stayed on you. Mind rooted and grounded in you. A mind that's surrounded by you. A sound mind. A mind that is stayed on you. Rooted and grounded in you. A mind surrounded by you. A sound mind. A mind that is stayed on you. Rooted and grounded in you. A mind surrounded by you. A sound mind. A mind that is stayed on you. Rooted and grounded in you. A mind surrounded by you. A sound mind. We release the sound mind. We release the sound mind. Sound mind. We release it over this nation. The sound mind. Sound mind. We release it over the nations of the earth. The sound mind. Sound mind. A mind that is stayed on you. Rooted and grounded in you. Mind surrounded by you. A sound mind. A mind that is stayed on you. Rooted and grounded in you. A mind that's surrounded by you. A sound mind. Release the sound mind. Sound mind. We release the sound mind. Sound mind. We release the sound mind. Sound mind. We release it. We release the sound mind. Sound mind. We release over mothers and fathers, over children, over the old and the young, and everywhere in between. The sound mind over the children. The sound mind over the teenagers. The sound mind.
Yep. Do let your body release also while you're doing this exercise. Let your body flow. Listen to your body. If it's tears, whatever it is. If you have to use the restroom all of a sudden, you're releasing. Don't hold anything back. Just let your body lead you right now. We have too much writing. You've done too much work. If you've been a part of this community since December and you've been coming consistently, you've done too much work to miss this week. Too much.
Rooted and grounded in you, surrounded by you, the sound mind, the sound mind. Over all the families who've lost loved ones, we release the sound mind. You would feel full of Jesus and the peace that passes understanding. A sound mind, sound mind, sound mind, sound mind, sound mind. Let peace and delight.
Make sure you're taking advantage of this time. You're releasing everything so that you no longer self-sabotage. Self-sabotage no more. Whenever the enemy tries to bring back the very thing you released, you tell him that's done. Whatever God did to it, you tell him. It's like, oh no, God kicked that. That's done. God tore that up. He put that in the trash. He set it on fire. If anybody can, drop in the chat what happened when you placed it and you gave it to him. You don't have to tell the whole thing and what it is. Just say what he did to it. What did he do to whatever you placed? Anybody want to share? You don't have to put what it is. Just what he did. Did he kick it? Did he burn it? Did he rip it? So someone said he gathered it all together and placed it in a metal barrel trash can and set it on fire. That's all of it. That's everything. I also realized it wasn't anger, but anxiety. Worry was the root of everything. I laid it down. And I'm going to be honest. You may have to do this a couple times. You may have to do this more than once to stand on it and to really let it sink in. It dissolved. Oh, wow. That's powerful right there. It couldn't even stay in his presence. It dissolved. That's powerful. I'd keep that visual. Every time he bring it, I'd be like, oh, it dissolved. Keep the visual. That is what's going to carry you through till Friday. Keep your visual. Write it down if you have to. See it over and over if you need to, so that you know and you can stand on it. This will keep it and give it power, so that when the enemy, because you know he's going to come, you know he's coming. You know he's coming. So prepare for when he comes. Prepare for when the enemy comes back and say, that didn't happen. That was in your mind's eye. That ain't real. Oh, yeah. He put it under his feet. Someone said, I've been going through it since yesterday's room, and he showed me myself. Yep. Deal with it. The sooner you deal with him showing you whatever from yesterday. Yesterday's room was pretty heavy too. Today's another one. But this is all part of the turnaround. Remember, I said it's not just tangible. It's just not a house. It's just not being married. It's just not a mom, becoming a father. Turnaround. There are many of you, and me included, who have some serious things in us. I had a horrible Sunday, but a great Sunday. From being attacked, being shot in my sleep, to being attacked, literally feeling it, and then all day Sunday, I was sick because I had to get what was deeply rooted in me out. If you didn't listen to yesterday's, I advise you to listen to yesterday. Listen to yesterday. Oh, this 7-day turnaround ain't pretty, and it doesn't feel good. And he is definitely showing us our issues, what people have put on us, said to us, done to us, people in our lives. He might be uprooting and removing you from around certain people. It's not 7-day turnaround is all encompassing, you guys. So yes, I'm glad you said that. Some people from yesterday, someone put, like 18 minutes ago, I just got a message from yesterday's room. Someone put, I'm transforming into being served. It's challenging because we're used to doing the serving. We're used to doing. Now we're about to be treated as the queen and the king. He got to uproot the issues that are stopping us from receiving that. He's got to help us understand that we are deserving. Well, what does that mean? He's got to remove the blocks. He's got to remove what you've been, the narrative, that the false narrative you've been telling yourself, that I'm not worthy. Even though you'd never admit that. Even though we would never admit that we don't feel worthy, that we're uncomfortable receiving, we're uncomfortable being a queen, being treated as a queen. That's a 7-day turnaround issue right there. Oh, I'll give, but you don't have to give for me. I need, but I won't ever ask. That's a 7-day turnaround. That's needed right there. So don't only look for tangible things in these next 5 days, and that could be a shift right there in people. So now you probably are like, oh, well, then I have been having my top 7-day turnaround. He has to start inside first. What did we write yesterday? Some of the words that we wrote yesterday is, I make history. I'm important. I'm loved. I'm chosen. I'm a star. I'm deserving. I'm wealthy. Right? I'm first. Those are just some of the I'm needed. And those words pricked a lot of you. Not all of them, but everybody had their words that was like, ooh, I don't know about that. You had an issue with something. Why? It isn't until you feel you are deserving of wealth, deserving of a man or a woman that loves you unconditionally, deserving of the honor to be a mother, a father, deserving to have a company that's a multi-million-dollar business, you're not going to get it. And the enemy does a darn good job throughout our life breaking down our security and our safety and how we feel. Ambulance passing. Thank you much, sir. He is resuscitating us right now. He is resuscitating the very thing we are talking about as he said that. Because this is your time. Stare these things in the face and say, that's not me anymore. I'm chosen. I am chosen. I am a priority. I am needed. I'm important. Write those. Keep writing them. Keep saying them. Keep feeling them. Keep expressing them. So, yesterday's words, I want you to rewrite them today. How many of you were able to do them at least 3 or 4 times yesterday? Depending on how many times you did it, it depends on how many times you were trying to get it eradicated out of you. When something works, use it to the fullest extent. If you are playing, again, I'm an athlete, so excuse me for all of my athletic examples, but if you are playing a basketball team and their left side is weak as all get out, where are you going to go? Second ambulance. Oh, wow. Okay, God, let's go. Let's go, God. He is absolutely doing some deep work right here, right now. If you are playing basketball and the left side of that court is weak, where is the ball going to always go? Where are you going to always run to? Where is your fast break going to go to? The weak side, the far left. You're going to run it until that coach says, okay, let's swap. You're going to run it to the weak side. You're going to continue going that direction because it's weak. That's what the enemy does to you. He goes to your weak side, your blind side. And in our community, we expose our blind side. We expose our weak side so that we can work on it. These things that you dropped at his feet today, those were your weaknesses. Those were your blind sides. You didn't know you had a wall up. You didn't know that you had issues with certain things, but you do now. So when he comes back, what are you going to do? When he comes back, what are you going to say? When he comes back to your weak side, what do? You adjust accordingly. And you're playing basketball and your left side is the side that they just keep coming and just dropping them threes. What are you going to do? You're going to make adjustments. You're going to put someone and shift some people around. You're moving pieces. It's the same thing in life. It's time to make some adjustments. You just dropped it at his feet. So now what is your adjustment? Come back at me again if you want to about my singlehood. I'm good now. Come back at me against my financial status right now. I'm good. And then when he comes, I saw dollar signs. I saw God tear up the check that was red and in the negative, smash the computer where my account was in the negative, and he handed me riches and glory. The enemy can't compete with that. He can't compete with your visions when God shows you a thing. Someone said, my husband from prison just called. Jesus is answering in the midst and at the very moment. Lord, you are awesome. Who or what could ever separate us from his love? Wow. Wow. We just had 2 ambulances, and look what just transpired. Not 1 ambulance, 2. Ambulance means resuscitation, reviving. Our sirens are speaking. The train horns are speaking. I don't have trains around me, but boy, every time I call certain people, they got a train in the background. I'm like, oh, okay, God. Or I watch a show, there's a train in the show. I'll take it. How is everybody doing? This is Tuesday. We have until Friday. I told you I'm not going to let you sit in this. I'm not going to let you miss these 7 days. I can't do that. That's not even in my nature. I need you guys to step it up in the area that you know you need to. If you need to write more, if you need to think more, if you need to decree more. And I'm not saying more work. Remember, I said go hard. Going hard does not mean do more work. That's not what I'm saying. Listen to what I said yesterday. It means leave it all on the floor, on the table each day. I am exhausted by the end of the night. My hands are cramping. My pinky is hurting from writing. I'm like, I guess I don't write much often. I just started back writing because, everything is digital. But I don't remember my pinky hurting from writing and it just sitting there dangling, but it's hurting. Your hand should be cramping if you are truly going hard. If you are truly writing throughout the day, as soon as the Holy Spirit, you should be feeling these effects. So someone said it's halftime, June 6th, month of the year. Oh, you're right. Go in the locker room and regroup. Get rid of things and add new strategies. Yes, it is. It sure is. Anybody have anything else they want to share or add? It vanished in the midst of his hands that burnt with his blue flame and energy I can't explain. Oh, I got that blue flame. That's the hot. That's the hottest part of the flame, the blaze. The blue flame is the dead center of the heat. Anybody else have anything they want to add or share? We have until Friday. All I want you to do is dig deep within your heart and give it all you got every day. All the tips, all the things that I've given to you to do. If yesterday's wording hurt, if yesterday's writing really pricked you, stick to that until you get something new. If a couple days ago's writing is what got you, use that. Whatever he tells you to write or say, do it. If you need the information on how to script, the webinar is still available. You can email executive.assistant@smallerbrown.com and put scripting, prophetic scripting webinar replay, and she'll send you the link to learn how to prophetically script the right way. We're just kind of grazing the surface, but there's a whole science to scripting prophetically. And I break it down in the video, and you get a workbook so that you understand how to do it. So if you're interested in that, so that you know that you're doing it, go ahead and grab it. If you don't have your Chariots of Fire angel card, those angels were released last Sunday, and they are here to assist you, to annihilate their military, their militant. I say this every day. They are placed in your life to go and destroy and annihilate your enemies. Anybody who's your enemy, entity, kingdom agent on earth in the form of a human, and demonic entities. Then you have your appointed official. We have a lot working for our good right now. Don't be Elijah's servant where you're like with your hands up, like, what are we doing? We're getting defeated. No, you're not. You have chariots of fire angel, which are 10,000s upon 10,000s that are at your beck and whim. If you don't have that card and you don't know how to dispatch them, you need to get it now. Then you have your high appointed official that was released in your life last Thursday. What is his name? Did you do your research? Do you know who he is? Do you know how he communicates? Are you telling him what to do? He should be exhausted at the end of the day. Then you're prophetically scripting. Then you're speaking your decrees. These are the things that put you in alignment to receive what God is trying to give you. Make sure you have all your things in order, your tools in order. This way, you can say, I gave it all I had. I left it all on the table. That's it. What else can you say? Now you're just waiting on God, but you still got to do your part. Okay? You have to do your part to be able to charge God up. And I'm serious. God, I did this. I did this. I did that. It's not about what you do, but it is for sure about you doing your part. If you're on YouTube and you don't have your card, here's the link so that you can get your card. If you are on Clubhouse and you don't have your card, I'm about to tag the link and here you can grab your card. We do it every day. We take a moment. We did it at the beginning of this one. We take a moment and the cards give you strict directives and instructions. If you need the card, the information is executive.assistant@somalibrown.com. And lastly, as I let you guys go, don't forget to sign up. We are having a men's divine healing, but it's not just for men. It is also for women who are connected to men to help them in this time of being stripped, shedded, they're shedding, or what was the other word? Stripped, shedding, or stretched. God is stretching our men. And he is, because we need you. We cannot do this without you. We cannot go any further without the men of God rising up in their kingship. So I have specific instructions. I have specific directives for the men and the women. The link is on YouTube. The first link is to get your cards, your resource cards. The second link is to sign up. I am not putting this out there. You will only be able to get the information when the private Zoom event is if you're on this sign up. So sign up through the link. I'm about to put it on Clubhouse now. So grab the link if you need the resource card because I'm about to change it out now. Men are needed. God has sent a legion times 10 of angels, okay, that are intervening on men's behalf because the men need to step it up. So God has sent out angels to help. I'm one of them. I will help you get it together, get it in order, give you what you need. We will most likely have a prayer to remove anything that needs to come off of you so that you can move, any stretching that needs to be done, all of it. But I have specific instructions on how to maneuver. If you are a wife and you know that your husband should have more, is more, you see it, but you're waiting because he's not moving, this is for you. If you're single and you don't know what or who your husband is in the realm of the spirit yet, this is for you. Because we are turning into the queens and they need to turn into the kings. And we can't rock with each other if we're not on the same level. You cannot. It's hard. This way, we move through cycles and patterns together simultaneously. Our codes are connected. Our genome codes are in sync. Our life force is in sync. This sets us up to where he feels what I'm going through. I feel what he's going through down in the marrow of our bones. And if you're not married and it's just a nephew or an uncle or a father, it's to help them be the true king and man that they're supposed to. So, nobody else has anything they want to add. I want to thank you guys for joining me. It's Tuesday, you guys. I'm a day ahead, so I don't know what's happening tomorrow, but I told y'all something's happening on Wednesday. So my spirit must be real excited for Wednesday because I keep thinking it's Wednesday. So you guys have an amazing day. Thank you for joining me. I don't see any comments. I don't see any questions, but if you need anything, executive.assistant@smallybrown.com. I am here. Get your resources, keep them. You need them. Get on the wait list for this new move of God that's happening with the men. The men as a whole, every man is being stripped from all their comfort. They're being stripped and they need us, women. They need us. They need us as our support. They need us to uplift them. They need us in their lives right now. So don't be selfish. Many people are going through the divorce. Many people are going through separation. Many people, God is removing. He's removing things for a reason, and it may not be forever. He is killing and he's killing things and rebirthing in the same breath. And you need to learn how to maneuver in that because you are literally grieving and you're excited at the same time. We've never been here. And men don't know how to do that really because they don't know how to handle their emotions as well as we do. But some of us can't even handle the killing and the rebirth at the same time, simultaneously. It's tough. So, thank you guys, everybody on Clubhouse, Wisdom, and YouTube. If you need anything, executive.assistant@somalibrown.com. But sign up if you're a man. Bring somebody. You have 2 or 3 friends, women. You have 2 or 3 women friends, girlfriends that they fuss and complain that their husband is not praying enough, not laying hands, not reading the word enough, not coming to church. Well, now's the time to do something about it. Now's the time to put feet to them prayers that you've been asking for. This is your job now to help him facilitate his change, his stretching, and his shedding. So let's go. So sign up to the sign up sheet right here. Wisdom, if you need any of the links, email executive.assistant@smallybrown.com and let her know that you'd like to get the information about the Divine Men's Healing, that's the name of it, or the resource cards for the Chariots of Fire Angels. Don't just get on here and listen and don't apply it. That's not what my rooms are about. It's for you to apply. I give you resources for you to increase your application. There's always ways to do that. Listening when you're in school, then you have homework because you got to put it together, put it pen to paper. That's another form of remembering. And then sometimes you got to do a project to apply it. It's the same thing. Don't just listen, apply it. All right. Have an amazing day. Thank you, as always, for allowing me to be who I am called to be. As I always say, don't listen to what I say, but listen to your confirming spirit. What is confirming in your spirit and the reinforcement? You came on here and you heard this a couple days ago. It's confirmation. Don't dismiss it. It's reaffirming. Don't dismiss it. You guys have a great day. This room and this live is closing in 3, 2, and 1. Keep shifting with me, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Get ready. Have an amazing day. Look for something different. And remember, tomorrow something's happening big. Keep your level of expectation up.